Welcome to the 1930s, a time when the streets of New York City were ruled by ruthless mafia bosses. This is the story of the Castellamarese War, a violent power struggle that reshaped the American mafia forever. By the 1920s, New York City's underworld was divided among several powerful crime families. Two of the most powerful bosses were Joe Masseria and Salvatore Maranzano. Their rivalry would ignite one of the bloodiest chapters in mafia history. Joe Masseria, an old-school gangster, ruled with an iron fist. Salvatore Maranzano, who arrived from Sicily, sought to challenge his dominance. The tension between these two powerful figures escalated into open warfare. The Castellamarese War erupted in 1930. Both sides engaged in brutal assassinations and street battles, leaving a trail of bloodshed across New York. Masseria and Maranzano recruited hitmen and allies in a desperate bid for control. The streets became a battleground, with each assassination sparking more violence. Amidst the chaos, a cunning and ambitious gangster named Lucky Luciano saw an opportunity. Luciano, tired of the old ways, envisioned a more organized and businesslike mafia. In the cutthroat world of the mafia, alliances were often built on shaky ground. Lucky Luciano, a shrewd and forward-thinking gangster, recognized that the ongoing war was bad for business. He sought to end the violence and bring a new order to the mafia, one that emphasized cooperation and profit over conflict. Luciano knew he needed support to challenge Joe Masseria, his current boss. He turned to his closest allies. Together, they devised a plan to overthrow Masseria and ultimately Maranzano. Behind the scenes, Luciano began to negotiate with Salvatore Maranzano, who also wanted to end Masseria's reign. They struck a deal. Luciano would eliminate Masseria, and in return, Maranzano would make him his second-in-command, promising a prominent position in the new order. On April 15, 1931, Luciano set his plan into motion. He invited Masseria to a quiet lunch at a small Italian restaurant. As they played cards and enjoyed a meal, Luciano excused himself to the restroom. At that moment, Luciano's gunmen burst into the restaurant. In a matter of seconds, they riddled Masseria with bullets, leaving him dead at the table. Luciano's betrayal was swift and decisive. With Masseria out of the way, Luciano immediately turned his attention to Maranzano, knowing that his new ally could become just as dangerous. But Maranzano, now the boss of bosses, underestimated Luciano's ambition. Maranzano planned to double-cross Luciano, seeing him as a potential threat to his power. Sensing this betrayal, Luciano preemptively struck. Just 5 months later, on September 10, 1931, Luciano's men, disguised as government agents, infiltrated Maranzano's office. They overpowered his bodyguards and stabbed Maranzano to death, ensuring there were no further obstacles to Luciano's vision. With both Masseria and Maranzano eliminated, Luciano established a new order, creating the Commission, a governing body for the mafia that promoted cooperation over conflict. This structure allowed the mafia to grow into a powerful and enduring criminal empire.